Hey, this is Igor Orlicki from Unilight Me project, and today I will be speaking about the emptiness of only having pleasures in your life. So let's dive into this. We are being taught that pleasure is the way for happiness, right? The construct is the more you are getting for yourself, the happier you'll get, right? The more time you can spend watching Netflix, the more time you can spend just scrolling on your phone. This is how we are being taught happiness is, right? These days. You go to work, you spend it on the screen. After work, you watch small screen, the bigger screen, and often that's all there is to it. Different screens, different stimulation that we get from our different sources. Maybe you have a different part of pleasures. Maybe you overeat. Maybe you can constantly have pleasures for your body or some other senses that you want to just have pleasure on. And guys, this is a road to nowhere, unfortunately. If you truly want to not feel this emptiness, you need to understand a different concept, a balance between pleasure and satisfaction. And this one, I will first of all read you the quote from the book. Into the quote from the Unilight Me book, directly from the channelings that we had. So, modern society made a big mistake by creating an unbalanced world of only pleasure and no satisfaction. The goal of making the life easier removed satisfaction from people's lives. Placing pleasure high above satisfaction made them not live life as they should. Pleasure is achieved using senses. Satisfaction is more mental and universal. Pleasure is gained from going with automatic desires. And satisfaction is gained from going with desires and goals you, as a consciousness, have set for yourself. Pleasure is always physical, while satisfaction is always spiritual. Pleasure is more natural world, while satisfaction is more mentality world. So now a couple of examples in practice, okay? So what does it really mean that pleasure is more external? So when you see a great cake, and you eat it, this is an external type of pleasure, external type of happiness. It's tasty, it's good, it has a lot of sugar, it's a great, pleasant experience for this 5 minutes when you enjoy it. While spirituality, this mental part of it, on the other hand, is deciding to stay more fit because this is your goal. And long term, you know that you need to have it to be healthy, to feel better in your body, and just to feel good in how you are in your physical state of being. And in order to do that, you need to make choice to limit these cakes, right? That you don't eat them 5 a day, you eat them once, maybe a couple of days, just to have this experience. And actually, universe has this one solved as well, because waiting for the pleasure makes it 2 times better. So when you are thinking about this cake, it's not that you cannot have it. It's more that you need to understand that balancing your mental goals, satisfaction goals with the pleasures is actually the way to go. And only combining the both, it will bring you a total way of how you can feel more happiness in your life as a totality. If you go full pleasure, all cakes every day, you will have these spikes, right? These 5-minute spikes quite often. However, you will feel very disappointed in yourself that, hey, I know that I shouldn't do it, but I still do it, right? And this feeling creates dissatisfaction. That's one layer, right? And obviously overeating can be a symptom of different things. You might have your own excuses to do it. Hey, but I eat this cake because I had a difficult day. Hey, because I eat 5 times this cake, I had a difficult day. And we can create the excuses for ourselves that will allow for to do the thing that we are considering to be good for us. But if it's a pure pleasure and we do not limit it, there is a high chance it's gonna be unbalanced and have more negative impact on us because the satisfaction part drops. A different example would be knowing what are your passions and exploring them versus actually just doom scrolling all day, right? Doom scrolling is like a heavy pleasure. You just start the day, you doom scroll on your phone. After work, you doom scroll on one of the popular apps. You check the shorts constantly, hours collapse. And you had these little spikes of pleasure watching every single one of these short videos. But long term, after 1 hour of watching these videos, you feel deeply unsatisfied because you simply are not meant to live like that. It's okay to scroll for 5 minutes under controlled environment that you allow yourself to do it. But if you are constantly doing this and using doom scrolling as an excuse to explore yourself in silence of what you prefer to do, maybe you like to go cycling, maybe you would love running, maybe you would like to just sightsee some new places, maybe you would like to explore new way how you can move around on a motorcycle or some other activities. But if the doom scrolling is constantly making you not do what you want to do, I can for sure tell you that you will feel deep unsatisfaction, even though that the scrolling feels pleasurable. You will feel this deep dissatisfaction. An interesting fact is that pleasure and satisfaction are being felt at the same time. So you can feel the pleasure of the quick cookie while feeling disappointed in yourself. However, the cookie tastes so much better if you are actually feeling great. My personal experience, for example, is that I always had challenges with overeating. However, when I have stopped eating breakfasts, practicing intermittent fasting, getting my body in a better shape, it felt amazing, and there's no cookie that can take away this part. So I want to leave you with this call to action, because only watching this and hearing this is not enough. You need to actually start implementing this in practice. What you can do right now is stop the doom scroll in a minute or two, and take 5 to 10 minutes just to be in silence with yourself. Try to think, what are you running away from? What ideas are you deeply into exploration? And stop creating excuses for yourself because it's all about you. Nobody will change this for you except you. You need to take the responsibility to switch these patterns in your life, and it starts with first listening to yourself a bit, understanding that there is this idea that you really want to explore which will make you satisfied, and making a committed decision to pursue this direction. And you can just do that while making proper choices. It's not easy to recreate the patterns that you already have, but it's doable. And for now, I would like to encourage you to explore these ideas. As always, if you want to know more, just subscribe to the newsletter. It's free. You can get updates. Visit the Unilight Me website. And just let's make the world a better place. Thanks and have a great day.